Okay, what's up, Sigmas? Let me take these glasses off like a nerd. And let me take these headphones off. Actually, let me put my glasses on. Oh, the headset dent's bad. What's up, guys? It is almost New Year's Eve, and I thought I'd make a great video yapping about my accomplishment. No glaze, but lessons I needed to learn, lessons I still need to learn. Moving on to 2025, and I hope I can look back at this and just be like, wow, I don't know, glaze myself again. Anyways, let's go over my 2025 goals, okay? I feel like past 2 years I said I want to do 10K a month. I still haven't done 10K a month, but I will still keep going, even though it's a bit discouraging. We keep pushing because there's nothing else to do except to not give up and keep going. So that's the number one thing. We keep going, okay? This will be the year or whatnot. I think this will actually be the year, just because I'm at a higher income now. My skill set's better. Every time I get mad at myself for not hitting that goal, I realize I'm not even good enough. So what am I saying? Why am I acting like this? So I had to get humbled a couple times. I'll be so honest, and we learning now. Next goal is work with AMP. Huge dream client of mine. I started watching them in 2021. They dropped the cipher. I thought that was fire. A friend introduced me to them, and I've been watching ever since. As an editor, love to work with them at some point. I think no glaze. I think I could really help them blow up just with the styles and just also being I'm freaking Gen Z, so that helps a lot too. Just knowing stuff and yeah. And this is a big one: getting rid of jealousy. I feel like there is no real way to get rid of it unless you just pray and just kind of make sure you stop thinking about it. But I was talking to a friend how there's no real actionable step to get rid of jealousy. I guess there's do 3 sets of stop thinking about other people's accomplishments. There's no real way to fix jealousy. And I don't want to say even it's a fix. I low-key think it's a good thing to a certain extent, but I feel like I had unhealthy amounts of jealousy where I literally felt like killing myself, okay? And it got me into a really low point around this year 2024. I don't know when exactly, October or September, because I was just I've been at 1K a month for almost 8+ months, and I was just why am I still here? What's going on? And I had a breakthrough and I did 3K, and it's hard to look back, and I still look back and it's those 8 months feel wasted just because I don't see the results of my 8 months now. But I feel if I think I learned a lot. I really grinded my storytelling, my retention cutting, or whatever you want to call it, because that's what I just focused on. I solely focused on that. It's so much better than everybody else. So there's this idea, like I said, no glaze to myself. There's this idea called the constraint of ladder. So basically, imagine this is your ladder. You gotta have each piece to go up. So let's say this is your story cutting, this is your storytelling, then this is your visuals, and this is just general business practices. I basically, for those 8 months, have built this straight freaking line all the way to the moon, and I'm why can't go up this ladder? And I'm what am I doing? Oh, maybe because there's other parts of the business that you have to worry about. I know, sounds stupid, but I was very tunnel vision. That's another thing I realized. Lesson of the year: nothing's binary. Nothing is one way or the other. Everything's gray. Everything's a gradient. There's no black. There's no white. There's a gradient, and even in the gray, there's even more grays that you can spread out and look through. So yeah, nothing is binary. There will always be yes and no's. People will say yes and no, and I'm not a fence sitter for saying that. That's just genuinely the truth. Anyways, yeah. So that's why I feel right now, let's say this was before the 1K, before I did the 3K month, and I just did it, and now I built this, and I still have a huge ladder here that hasn't been paid off yet, just because I haven't fixed everything else to get those opportunities to make those better videos and better graphics. I'm trying to, that's my main focus right now, is just getting better at animations. So yeah, here is my 2025 goals. I'm gonna manifest this. It's in my Notion. I have a huge manifesto, blah blah blah. Yeah, and then also I just wanted to talk about how my year went, honestly. no glaze. I hope this isn't to be ego, but this is that you can do it genuinely. I didn't go to college. Finished high school and just did this full time. I appreciate my mom for helping me out. Blah blah blah. Here we go. This is you might see this cringe, but who cares? This is what I have to remind myself of who I am to being. December 16, 2007. Borderline suicidal. Hated why I didn't have a dad and hated being Korean. Fat depressed video gamer 2021. Bad social skills. Started a weight loss journey. I was at 180 pounds and then cut my hair, seeing progress again. Then I dropped down 30 pounds to 150. Traumatic car crash in September 22 made me do entrepreneurship. December 2022, I took it very seriously. This is, when I started watching Hamza and all that stuff. Physique update, looks good, Took it so seriously. I'm freaking meditating in class. So this is me, a picture of my friend who actually took a picture of me. I bought my first course at Donna School. First couple courses. And then I got my first client, my first ever client. It was like $15 a short for those Alex Hormozy shorts. It was an agency. And then I was like journaling. This is like my old journaling prompt of like, I had this weird belief that I didn't believe that I could make money online, but I felt like I had to keep going though. So that this is what this is about. Now, August 26, 2023, I finally make a Twitter account for editing. And then I started working for Malice for I don't know what this month is. I'm stupid, guys. 25th of 2023. If you know the incident, you know the incident. Love my guy. I messed up though, but love Malice. Love that dude. Mwah. Anyways, here's September 28th of me editing. Got my first K month. November 1st, 2023. Got my first Malice coaching call with him November 4th. And then I had one of my first Twitter preview blow-ups in November 22, 2023. Got the MacBook, the best MacBook at that time. The M4 is out, but at that time it was the best one. 2023, I got a loan from my mom and I paid it off. Everything's good. February 11th, 2024. So this is when I started working with Anime Man. This was my first client that helped me break through that first million. Oh, they're at 4 million now. Oh, I can update on my portfolio. But still love these guys. Cool working with them. But this was my first client that was over 1 million subs. Love the guy. And actually beforehand, this like feels like super successful. But there were so many low moments here. Even before this, I was so mad at myself because in December I had a couple opportunities to work with a couple million subs. But I was slacking on school so much, I had to decline those opportunities just because I had to catch up on school. Then I met some friends, mentors, IRL, and this was a cool experience. I went to the UK by myself when I was even under 18. So, yeah, cool experience. 2024. Got my dream client, NDA though, unfortunately, so I didn't take it on. Thank you to Eros telling me not to take NDAs. Glad. But this was actually one of my really big dream clients that I really would have worked at. Got my first 750 per client, and all my new clients were 500. So everybody here was before at least 300, now above 500. So this was July 25th, 2024, May, and then Hamza followed me on Instagram. I thought that was cool. I don't know. I just low-key looked up to him for a little bit when I was really fat, and that's who helped me lose weight. Blah blah blah. You can find that cool. First 1K video on whatever this is, December. And this is when I did my first 3K-ish time. It was starting to the ball was starting to roll, man. Things are looking good. And yeah, first 1K video. I don't know why this is duplicated. Anyways, working with Stephen He for the Anime IRL channel. But Stephen He, 12 million subscriber. 13 million. Good for him, bro. 13 million subscriber. Working on his group channel. Loved it. Guys, super cool. I think that this is a producer and stuff. But yeah. And then, did my first 3K month. I posted this on the 11th, but it was the month of 12, if that makes sense. First at 3K month, jumped from 1 to 3K. Dylan Patel, if you guys know Dylan Patel, I don't know if you guys know him, but RDC, RDC World. This channel, one of the guys from the channel, follow me on Twitter. And that is to be continued. Yeah, we'll see where this goes. And also, this is just me spieling. That's really it. And also, let's actually show my general consensus plan on how I'm going to reach these goals. So, 10K a month, I think is pretty simple. Just get good at my skill. Because I don't want to only just hit 10K a month. I want to hit 10K a month while working with like the best creators in the platform slash favorite creators, you know? And I think AMP is one of the top dog of creating, and is also like, I actually really like enjoying their content. So yeah. Also like, you know, Sidemen, Beta Squad, whatever, you know, those big group channels. I like that type of content, and I would love to work with those type of content. So yeah. So basically, here's my wonderful plan. Blah blah blah. 10K a month sounds simple, but basically get really good at editing. Get good. I literally told Danny, one of my mentors, I was like saying, I just want to be the best at editing. I'm going to become the best editor. I know people will say, oh, no, I'm just going to be the best. I don't care of like, oh, branding, all this bullcrap. No, I'm just going to become the best. I'm literally going to become the best. I listened to Tyler Creator's new album. I was like, I understand it now. I understand why he's so good. I'm going to just focus on the art. So I'm focused on the art right now. I'm running into an issue at the moment where I'm doing these videos for Anime IRL, but they're taking a long time in the sense of like, it's like 4 POVs, all different mics, and I don't get enough time to actually cook on the intro, keep developing, learning my new skill. So I think my income's like right here, like 3.5K right now. I'm gonna drop down to like only like 2K, just so I can have like at least a 2-week deadline for each video, so I can cook on the intro, you know, cook crazy, like make something so I can make like even 7K, raise my prices later in the future, 8K, blah blah blah, and then just, you know, keep doing that. Like, ooh, dude, and you get the idea. So yeah. That's for money wise, you know. How to work with, my plan to work with AMP though is like this part also helps too. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna become the best editor in the world. Like, I don't care what people think, I'm just gonna become the best. Love the game of content, dude. Love YouTube. What grew up watching it. Be best editor. Also, I'm going to literally like shoot my shot in any sense, IRL, online, literally anything. I had a plan. This plan fell through just because so AMP and Beta Squad were doing a football match in Florida. I live in Florida, by the way. So I was planning to drive over there with a couple friends, and I had this whole setup. I had these like AMP keychains, like handmade 3D printed keychains with like a keychain thing with like a knob here that had a QR code, and the QR code would be like an application video that I fully made. And this like was like a full like I'll even show you on this. This was like yeah look, it was a full in-depth plan. I reuse this Miro board a lot, but look, full in-depth plan. AMP protocol, AMP protocol 2. Here was all the shots for the storyboarding. Here's all me like recording, getting the story, blah 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 blah. Fell through because the hurricane came. Unfortunately, the hurricane came, but I'm low-key glad that that happened, just because I don't think I had a good portfolio or that shot would have made any sense. But I feel like whenever some sort of opportunity like this rises again, I feel like whatever that is in the next 6 months, 7 months, I'll be good enough. I'll be honest, I wasn't good enough back then. You know, and I'm still not good enough now, but I know what the steps I have to take to get good enough. I realized the issues and why I had that breakdown. There's like, I recorded it all just because I knew I was going to reuse this in the future, but like, no, like, okay, like this is going to sound weird, but like, it's like people are going to be like, why are you recording breakdowns? Like, that's a little weird. But genuinely, like, I recorded it just because I knew I was going to reuse it in the future, and it's good to look back down. But just, yeah, anyways, yeah, the breakdown, and like, I was looking back, now I realize like I know what to do, and it's just simply get better at editing. And my issue was that I see things too binary. Now my new memo motto is to not see things binary. Like I said, everything is a gradient. There's no right or wrong. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna lock in with that and just get a really good like portfolio, and then just like shoot my shot in some big opportunity way to do that. And if it doesn't go through, completely fine. Cool Twitter post, cool thing. I think other clients will see that and be like, wow, this guy's dedication, super good. And also, he's so good at editing. And also, he's super sexy and built like a Chad. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, that's my plan. So those are 2 playing off. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what my 2025 goal for how to get rid of jealousy is. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know. One of the methods is to see things in a different light, because I was getting help from eras where it's like I was becoming jealous of editors who were doing more money than me, but wasn't doing the same type of content I wanted to do or put themselves in a more long-term opportunity. So, for example, I'm willing to admit I was being so jealous of this editor who was doing 5K a month, and I was like, what the heck? He's so much worse than me at editing. I'm 20 times better. And I'm saying this objectively, not from a like perception view, no, like genuinely, objectively, I am better than this editor. Call me egotistical, objectively. But I realized this guy was doing 5K a month by editing like what, 4 videos a week, and like it's Minecraft gameplay and it's super like automated and stuff. It's like, I don't want to do that, you know? I don't want to just hit 10K a month. Me personally, like 10K a month is cool, but I want to do 10K a month and work with the biggest content creators and work, like travel the world and do videography too at the same time. It's like, I just want to be the best editor, content, like just content king, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I was like, it's like, why am I being jealous of people who cashed out now? I have, like I said, this huge, like it doesn't feel like I have this huge, but I know from, if I take myself out of the perception of what I am right now, I have this huge line of like cutting and storytelling that is just all up in this brain. I have a notebook full of different ways to cut, different ways, tactics, Pope in the pool, blah, blah, all this, you know, other bull crap. It's all the way up here. I just haven't exploited it because I need these other ones, like getting good at graphics and stuff like that. So, yeah. And then another way I think to get rid of jealousy is, like, I don't know, just pray to God. I'm very religious, so I pray a lot. I'm Christian, and just pray a lot as much as I can, and just really like listen to God and stuff like that. Another thing is, I'll be so honest, I'm going to admit it. Whoever's watching, if you're watching this now, and if I'm talking about you, well, I hope you know this is the truth. I'm jealous of people, or I'm not jealous, but I have so much like, I'll be honest, it's hatred. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I have so much hatred for some people. I have some hatred for some people at my church. And you're going to be like, whoa, a church is supposed to be full of loving people. Unfortunately, a church is meant for sick people, and sick people will cause harm to even doctors or even other patients there. So there's just like a couple people that are in my head, I swear, like every time I walk into church, they're like in my head, and I know they're not talking about me or doing anything about me, but it's just like, it's bad, bro. You know, it's bad mental health issue, you know? So, like, can I make myself bigger? Pause. I don't know how to, but yeah, there's just like that level inside my head, and it's just like bugging me every time, and it's like low-key bad for my mental health. And it's like, basically the context is there's a couple parents at this church that dislike me because I decided not to go to college. Or like, that's not the main reason, but it's like a second order consequence that kind of comes to that. So it's just like I really want to prove myself and like do 10K a month, and it's pissing me off that I can't do 10K a month, but because I'm waiting for the long term, because I want the short term validation from other people that I don't even care about, that are even doing worse than me, even though they're middle-aged freaking full-grown people that are hating on an 18-year-old kid just trying to make their dreams come true. You know, I gotta just breathe and like let go. It's hard to let go, I'll be honest. Like, it's hard to let go, but genuinely, that's my main issue. I don't know how I'm gonna break that insecurity or break that need of validation. But you know, it's just like, that's like something on my mind that I'm trying to fix, and I don't know how. I'm gonna be so honest, just through the power of God, I'm guessing. But yeah, I don't know, man. That really just is taking a toll low key on my overall mental health. I don't know. That's kind of cope. Like, I think about it and I use it as motivation sometimes. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, that was my spiel. Hope you guys have a good Happy New Year's. It's about my T minus 49 minutes from it. It's 11. So yeah, I hope my 2025 goes well, and I hope you can relate to this video in some sort of way. I don't know. Yeah, and also part of this new thing, I'm going to Portugal for 2.5 weeks, fully paid by me, and yeah, I think that's a pretty big accomplishment that I've done. So yeah, and also real quick thing. Here's another insecurity I will talk about. So people usually have an insecurity of not having money. I have an insecurity because I grew up in a really middle, like well above middle class, I would think. Um, I have an insecurity of I have money, but it's not mine, and I want to have the validation of I built something myself and I have money because I worked hard for it. So, yeah, that's why I hate being called spoiled, bro. Because it's like, low key, you're not wrong, but it's like I'm grinding, trying to like get rid of that, if that makes sense. Like, I have a 2023 car, fully paid for my mom, and she pays for the insurance. I'm willing to admit I'm spoiled. I have that car, blah blah blah, because I'm not fully independent yet to go pay for a car. And honestly, once I like do 20K or whatever a month, I'm probably just gonna move out inside the car because I'm just gonna move to a big city and not worry about car because that's just inefficient. But yeah, like even that, it's just like I have this like insecurity of that. Oh, I'm spoiled. I need to prove myself to not be spoiled. I don't know if this is necessarily a good or bad thing, but yeah, I just have this insecurity, and so that's why I feel like I have to flex sometimes when I think when I buy things with my own money, like. Like I'm gonna be so honest, when I go to the Portugal trip, I'm probably going to flex this trip. I'm gonna be so real. Like it is what it is. I will flex this trip probably. So like, yeah, like just because of my insecurities. Yeah. Maybe should I fix that this year? I don't know if that needs to be fixing. But yeah, this is the 2025 goals. I hope you have a good New Year's. Skibby toilet. We're leaving Vex Bullets in